Hi, I'm DKWill, and this is DKWill Talk About It. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the Iraqi dinar. And I'm going to share one of the sources of information again. I'm not going to vet this information, I'm just going to share it. I think it's intense enough for those who are in dinar land to be aware of it, and also for me to provide the links to where I get it from so that you can do your own vetting of the information. But I think the information is of substance, and I think that I should share it with everybody in dinar land. It's a conglomeration of information that I get from a particular site, and I've shared it once before. And it's actually called Dinar Recaps. You can get on a newsletter if you like and get information from the same sources that I get mine, and then you can do your own digging and research similar to what I do. Keep it in mind that the Iraqi dinar is not a scam. It's a national currency, and that nation has worked towards its unsanctioned sovereignty, and as such, it would be unsanctioned money. So let me share the information that I have from one of their recent releases, and I think, like I said, it's worth sharing, and so I'm going to do that. And I'm just going to read it out to you. I'm sorry it doesn't fit in there correctly, but I'm going to keep going. I've tried already too many times. So this is an RV excerpt from the Restored Republic via a GCR. It's the Wednesday 18 of August 2021 update. Fleming's military intel contact. Like I said, there's multiple sources that are, combined together. But here's the critical information, folks, for those in dinar land. It says on Sunday, 15 August, the Department of Defense, White Hats, reinstated Iraq's digital gold-backed dinar currency at its new international RV rate of $19.80. That's the digital gold-backed dinar currency. The DoD White Hats have also given the green light and released the RV to start in the U.S. and globally this week. On Monday, 16 August, Iraq announced in their mosques that the Iraqi currency had been reinstated. It will be international either Wednesday, 18 August, that's today, or Saturday, 21 August. Over the past 5 days, the bonds that contractually controlled liquidity of Dubai 1 have been paid out. Many were expecting that Dubai 1 would be made liquid over the next 24 to 36 hours in order to make the cascade event start that released liquidity to Dubai 2, 3, and downstreamed into a shotgun liquidity release culminating in Tier 4B notification. Brent Johnson, who was a guest on Mark Z's show, I believe, another guru, Bruce, Mark, Brent, Fleming, all of them, but I'm reading you the information. You do with it what you will. Multiple bondholders have gone liquid with spendable funds. 2 Infinity Paymasters in Zurich were distributing tremendous amounts of liquid cash to end users for full funding and liquidity of the tiers. At any moment, we expected confirmation that fines and penalties, CMKX, farm claims, and Indian claims have been paid. It was possible that notification for the Tier 4B could go out tonight, Tuesday, 17 August. That would be yesterday. And then Bruce. Last Saturday, 14 August, Iraq reinstated the dinar at an international rate close to $20. I guess 1980 is as close to 20 as you could get, really. 1999. Notice for Tier 4B could come on Wednesday, 18 August, with exchange redemption appointments starting on Thursday, 19 August. As of Friday, 13 August, the digital gold-backed USN and Starlink quantum satellite communications system were fully activated across the globe. Last weekend and into this week, the Chinese elders, Department of Defense, and other law enforcement, including Interpol, were executing major arrests of deep state operatives in Reno, the mainstream media, and big tech social media to coincide with the RV shotgun release and Tier 4B start. Us, Tier 4B, the internet group. Now, a lot of this language means a lot to those who have been following this. I'm not going to dwell on that right now. This is fluid. I'll stop when it's a good time to stop and maybe do some explanations, but the information is here for anyone who is in the Iraqi dinar community. It goes beyond the Iraqi dinar. Remember, there's multiple currencies involved, And when you look geopolitically and at the monetary system of the globe, you do see that there's major changes going on. So how much does this go along with what's being said? That's for one to decide. Me, I see major financial upheaval occurring. I do see what I consider to be a transfer of wealth occurring. And I do see a change in what's going to be considered money to a more digital format. Fleming's military intel contact update as of Tuesday, 17 August. On Monday, 16 August, Iraq announced in their mosque that the Iraqi currency had been reinstated. It would be international either Wednesday, 18 August, or Saturday, 21 August. This is a repeat, but for the United States in particular, I'm sure we have Iraqi citizens, and I know that we do. I speak to an individual who knows one. And so that type of information being released to me is so easy to vet with communication through family members and things of that nature that it would be stupid to say it and ruin somebody's reputation. So that leans towards credibility to me. All of the big screens are telling people to go to the bank, open an account, get their key cards. It's actually QI cards, debit cards, and all of the Iraqis people receive money all transferred via debit cards. I did an interview on a real community engagement site. I think that site's down now. I'm not sure. And I mentioned to folks that you can expect maybe to get a card, not cash. Well, here we go. They're putting it on cards, folks. And there's other things too, but let's keep reading. All of the money going to the people, as stated on the big screens, will be in the accounts of all bank account key card holders by the end of this month. Is this the long past due settlement for the Iraqi people? Time will tell. Iraq is telling the UST this is done. Whatever U.S. decides is irrelevant. Iraq has now irrevocably acted in compliance with the IMF and global monetary guidelines. And the war in the U.S., which is almost comical, really, it's ridiculous. The U.S. is the holdup, and that's because it's a nation divided. I have many videos out there you can watch about the war between China, representative of the Communist Party of China, not all of China, but China and the U.S. and other things, folks. It's real. It's happening. And that's why things don't make sense. But let me stay focused here. By announcing this reinstatement of IQD in the synagogues across the nation, which has never happened before, we can know that this is definitely done. And I did study about the Iraqi people and their faith, and I agree with that statement. Putting it in the synagogues is a critical thing to them. 1980 is the international rate. Since yesterday, this is up from 1870 and available today for key debit card holders at any ATM in Iraq, in Chase Bank, Michigan, U.S., at any Iraq bank. Anyone in Michigan, USA, verify that for us. Put it in the comments. I'll pin that comment. On Sunday, 15 August, the Department of Defense, White House, activated Iraq's digital gold-backed dinar currency at its new international rate of 1980. The DoD White Hats have also given the green light and released the RV to start in the U.S. and globally this week. It's time for those who've been invested in the Iraqi dinar, some almost 2 decades, to see if this is the end of the road. We're really close, folks. Now, it goes on and on and on. I'll have the link in there for you to go. But what's critical is here as well. Watch your inboxes very carefully and keep phones charged Wednesday and Thursday, 18 to 19 August. And then we have links in here for the big call with Bruce. And I've said before that some of the information that I listened to from Bruce over the years, no, I'm not on any mailing list or anything like that, but I was able to vet, and some of the things he said was accurate, and one of which I thought was most critical was a couple years ago. He was talking about distributed ledgers and technology like that, and he literally didn't understand or know what he was talking about, and he said that verbatim, that he didn't understand it, but it was most certainly accurate. And so either he's a great actor or that was genuine information. So those links will all be in here, including the link to actually dinar recaps will take you to several links. Because what's supposed to be happening, folks, is Nasara and Gesara, the Global Economic Security and Reformation Act. Now, I don't for once believe that the governments are in our favor. Okay, I don't believe that at all. I do believe that there's always the good people on earth who are trying to get the right things done. And I also believe that ultimately God's kingdom is the solution to all of this mess, and I don't even know if money will be necessary. But until that time, those of us, who have to live in this condition, money serves as a protection, is what the Bible says. It also says, be free of the love of money. Recognize it for what it is. But along with that, I believe that you should put yourself in a position to benefit and protect yourself as best you can. Like I said, money serves as a protection. But most importantly, we should have our focus on the spiritual things. But here you can read, and that's the reason I left that there for so long, is that you can read what the promises are being made from Nasara, which is the national level, and Gesara, which is the global level of economic security and reformation. But the real key here, folks, is that supposedly the train has left the station. We're hearing that so many areas. If you're in cryptocurrency, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But it seems that maybe the train has left the station. Of course, you can pause this whenever you like and see more. And that's about all I'm going to share. I just thought it was important to share this information with the Dinar community, as well as the links for those who may not have them. I'm DKWill. This is DKWill Talk About It. Please like, please subscribe, please come on back.